South India is the area encompassing India's states of Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Telangana as well as the union territories of Lakshadweep and Puducherry, occupying 19.31% of India's area. South India is frequently referred to as the Hindu heartland of India by prominent travel guides. South India lies in the peninsular Deccan Plateau and is bounded by the Arabian Sea in the west, the Indian Ocean in the south and the Bay of Bengal in the east. The geography of the region is diverse, encompassing two mountain ranges, the Western and Eastern Ghats, and a plateau heartland. The Godavari, Krishna, Tungabhadra, Kaveri, and Vaigai rivers are important non-perennial sources of water. Bengaluru, Chennai and Hyderabad are the largest and most industrialised cities in the region. Chennai is termed as Gateway of South India, being one of the largest metropolitan cities in India. A majority of Indians from the southern region speak one of the languages, Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil and Telugu. During its history, a number of dynastic kingdoms ruled over parts of South India whose invasions across southern and southeastern Asia impacted the history and cultures of modern sovereign states such as Sri Lanka, Singapore, the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, and Malaysia. The region was colonized by Britain and gradually incorporated into the British Empire. After experiencing fluctuations in the decades immediately after Indian independence, the economies of South Indian states have registered higher than national average growth over the past 3 decades. While South Indian states have improved in some socio-economic metrics, economic disparity, illiteracy and poverty continue to affect the region much like the rest of the country. Agriculture is the single largest contributor to the regional net domestic product, while information technology is a rapidly growing industry. Literary and architectural styles, evolved over 2,000 years, differ from other parts of the country. Politics in South India is dominated by smaller regional political parties rather than by national political parties. South India ranks the highest in terms of social and economic development in areas such as fertility rate and infrastructure. The fertility rate of South India is 1.9, the lowest of all regions in India. Etymology: apart from the English language terms South India and Peninsular India, Southern India has been known by several other historic names. Adi Shankara coined the name Dravida in the 8th century as he called himself Dravida Shishu, meaning a child from South India. The term Deccan, an anglicised form of the word Dakshin, which is derived from the word Dakshina meaning south, refers only to the area covered by the Deccan Plateau, a volcanic plateau that covers most of peninsular India excluding the coastal areas. The Karnataka is an English term derived from Karnadi, or Karunadi, meaning high country. The terms Karnadi and Karnataka have long overgrown particular association with the plateau and refer to all of South India, including the coasts, the western of which is named the Carnatic coast. The name Karnataka is derived from the same root. History: carbon dating on ash mounds associated with Neolithic cultures in southern India date back to 8000 BCE. Artifacts such as ground stone axes, and minor copper objects have been found in the region. Towards the beginning of 1000 BCE, iron technology spread through the region. However, there does not appear to be a fully developed Bronze Age preceding the Iron Age in South India. South India was a crossroads of the ancient world, linking the Mediterranean and East Asia. The southern coastline from Karwar to Dangala near Kochi was the most important trading shore in the Indian subcontinent, resulting in intermingling between locals and traders. The South Indian Malabar coast and the people of the Sangam Age traded with the Greco-Roman world. They were in contact with the Phoenicians, Romans, Greeks, Arabs, Syrians, Jews, and Chinese. Traditionally, the South Indian coastline along the Arabian Sea was described as a part of Sapta Konkan, referring to the diverse regions along coastal southwest India. Buddhism was at its peak during 4th century BCE to 8th century CE in South India. The state of Andhra Pradesh has the majority of Buddhist remnant sites, both documented and undocumented. Buddhism reached East Asian countries from the seaports of Andhra Pradesh. There were several significant rulers and dynasties in southern Indian history. Dynasties such as Cheras, Cholas, Pallavas, Pandyas, the Satavahanas of Amravati, Kadumbas of Banavarsi, Western Ganga dynasty, Chalukya dynasty of Badami, Western Chalukyas, Eastern Chalukya, Hoysalas, Kakatiya dynasty, and Rashtrakutas of Manyakthar have ruled over South India. The late medieval period saw the rise of Muslim power in South India. The defeat of the Kakatiya dynasty of Aurangzeb by Tughlaq forces of the Delhi Sultanate in 1323 CE heralded a new chapter in South Indian history. The struggle of the period was between the Bahmani Sultanate based in Gulbarga and the Vijayanagara Empire with its capital in Vijayanagara in modern Hampi. With the fall of Vijayanagara and the breakup of the Bahmani Sultanate, the Qutb Shahi dynasty of Golconda and Hyderabad became the dominant power in the region. Qutb Shahi dominance continued until the middle of the 17th century, when the Mughals under Aurangzeb made determined inroads into the Deccan. Following Aurangzeb's unregistered trademark's death, Mughal power weakened, and South Indian rulers gained autonomy from Delhi. The Wadiyar Kingdom of Mysore, the Asafjaris of Hyderabad, and Maratha Empire all gained power. In the middle of the 18th century, the French and the British initiated a protracted struggle for military control of South India. Shifting alliances between the two European powers and the local powers marked the period, with mercenary armies being employed by all sides causing general anarchy. The Vellore Mutiny on July 10, 1806, was the last major act of resistance. After the British Army crushed the attempt, the British consolidated power over present-day South India. This allowed them to conquer much of the Indian subcontinent, over the next 50 years. The British allowed the French to retain possession of Pondicherry copyright away. The four Anglo-Mysore Wars and the three Anglo-Maratha Wars saw Mysore, Pune and Hyderabad allying themselves with the British or the French. South India during the British colonial rule was divided into the Madras Presidency, Hyderabad State, Mysore, Purvithamku, Quachai, Vizianagaram and a number of other minor princely states. British residents were stationed in the capitals of the important states to supervise and report on the activities of the rulers. The States Reorganisation Act created new states by reorganising parts of British-era Madras state along linguistic lines. Additionally, the enclaves of French India, which was ceded to India in the 1950s, were constituted into the Union Territory of Puducherry. Geography. South India is a peninsula in the shape of a vast inverted triangle, bounded on the west by the Arabian Sea, on the east by the Bay of Bengal and on the north by the Vindaloo and Satpura ranges. The Narmada flows westwards in the depression between the Vindaloo and Satpura ranges. The Satpura ranges define the northern spur of the Deccan Plateau. The Western Ghats, along the western coast, mark another boundary of the plateau. The narrow strip of verdant land between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea is the Konkan region. The Western Ghats continue south, forming the Malnad region along the Karnataka coast, and terminate at the Nilgiri Mountains, an inward extension of the Western Ghats. The Nilgiris run in a crescent approximately along the borders of Tamil Nadu with northern Kerala and Karnataka, encompassing the Palakkad and Wayanad hills, and the Satyamangalam ranges, and extending onto the relatively low-lying hills of the Eastern Ghats, on the western portion of the Tamil Nadu-Andhra Pradesh border. The Tirupati and Annamalai hills form part of this range. The low-lying coral islands of Lakshadweep are off the southwestern coast of India. Sri Lanka lies off the southeastern coast, separated from India by the Pork Strait and the chain of low sandbars and islands known as Rama's Bridge. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands lie far off the eastern coast of India, near the Tenasserim coast of Burma. The southernmost tip of mainland India is at Kanyakumari on the Indian Ocean. The Deccan Plateau is the vast elevated region bound by the sea shape defined by all these mountain ranges. No major elevations border the plateau to the east, and it slopes gently from the Western Ghats to the eastern coast. The plateau is watered by the east-flowing Godavari and Krishna rivers. The other major rivers of the Deccan Plateau are the Penna and the Tungabhadra, a major tributary of the Krishna. Vaigai and Dhamrabarani River are major rivers which emerge from the southern part of the Western Ghats, flow eastward and empty into the Bay of Bengal. The three major river deltas of South India, The Kaveri, the Godavari and the Krishna, are located along the Bay of Bengal. These major rivers provided irrigation to much of the land which provided food grain to southern India. In particular the coastal Ditla regions traditionally constituted the rice bowls of South India. The region has a very tropical climate with the monsoons playing a major part. The south-West monsoon accounts for most of the rainfall in the region and much of it falls from about June to October. The southwest monsoon starts from Kerala during June and moves up towards the northern parts of India. Tamil Nadu and southeast Andhra Pradesh receive rains from the north-east monsoon from about November to February. Much of Telangana and Karnataka has a distinct dry season from about October-May when there is not much rainfall. This region also experiences cooler nights from October to March while the days are pleasantly warm. In the northern parts of the region temperatures can fall below 10 degrees Celsius on occasions at night during this time. Days are very hot from March to June when temps can go over 40 degrees. The southern coastal region has an average minimum temperature of 20 degrees and maximum of 35 degrees. Flora and fauna. There is a wide diversity of plants and animals in South India, resulting from its varied climates and geography. Deciduous forests are found along the western Ghats while tropical dry forests and scrublands Deccan thorn scrub forests are common in the interior Deccan Plateau. The southern Western Ghats have high-altitude rain forests called the southwestern Ghats montane rainforests. The Malabar coast moist forests are found on the coastal plains. The Western Ghats itself is a biodiversity hotspot. Some of India's famous protected areas are found in South India. These include Project Tiger Reserves Vaigai National Park, Kalakada Mundantherai and Nagarjunsagar Wildlife Sanctuary. Important ecological regions of South India are the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, located at the conjunction of the borders of Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu in the Nilgiri Hills including Mudumalai National Park, Bandipur National Park, Negahal National Park, Silent Valley National Park, Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary and Nugu Wildlife Sanctuary and the Annamalai Hills including the Araviculam National Park, Chinna Wildlife Sanctuary, Paramakulam Wildlife Sanctuary and the adjacent the Indira Gandhi Wildlife Sanctuary and National Park of the Western Ghats. Important bird sanctuaries including Ranganathitu Bird Sanctuary, Kumarakam Bird Sanctuary, Nielapattu Sanctuary and Pulicat Sanctuary are home to numerous migratory and local birds. Other protected ecological sites include the backwaters like the Pulicat Lake in Andhra Pradesh, Pichavaram in Tamil Nadu and the famed backwaters of Kerala formed by the Vembanad Lake, the Ashtamudi Lake and the Kayamkulam Lake. Banana, Musa paradisiaca and Moringa oleifera are found extensively in Lakshadweep while coconut plantations provide economic support to the islands. Lakshadweep has been declared a bird sanctuary by the Wildlife Institute of India. Crabs, chiefly hermit crabs, parrotfish and butterfly fish are also found on the islands. Subdivisions. South India consists of the 5 southern Indian states of Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana as well as the Union territories of Puducherry and the Lakshadweep archipelago. Together with Puducherry, each South Indian state has an elected state government, while the Lakshadweep Islands are centrally administered by the President of India. The modern states of South India were created as a result of the States Reorganisation Act, which established states and union territories based on linguistic boundaries. As a result of this act, Andhra Pradesh was created with the merger of Andhra state with the Telugu-speaking districts of Hyderabad state. Kerala was created with the merger of Malabar district and the Kasaragod Taluk of South Kannada district, Madras state with Travancore Cochin state. Karnataka, the existing Mysore state, was reorganised and the districts of Bangalore, Bellary and South Kannada and the co-legal Taluk of Coimbatore district from the then Madras state, the districts of Belgaum, Bijapur, North Kannada and Howard from Bombay state, the Kannada majority districts of Bidar, Raichur and Gulbarga in the then Hyderabad state and the province of Coorg were included in it. Mysore state was renamed as Karnataka in 1973. The Union Territory of Puducherry was created in 1954, comprising the enclaves of Pondicherry copyright RY, Karaikal, Yanam and Mahar copyright in French India, the Lakshadweep Islands which were divided between South Kannada and Malabar districts of Madras state were united and organised into the Union Territory of Lakshadweep. The remaining parts of Madras state were retained under the same administration with the same name. The state was subsequently renamed Tamil Nadu in 1968. Each subregion is further divided into districts. The region of South India has over 100 districts. Each state is headed by a governor, who is a direct appointee of the President of India, while the Chief Minister is the elected head of the state government and represents the state's ruling party or coalition. Demographics. The estimated population of South India is 252 million, which is around one-fifth of the total population of India, as per the 2011 census of India. South India has made significant progress in demographic indicators, when compared to the rest of India. For instance, of the 3 demographic-related targets of the Millennium Development Goals, which are expected to be achieved by 2015, Kerala and Tamil Nadu had already achieved the goals, related to improvement of maternal health and of reducing infant mortality and child mortality, by 2009. The total fertility rate was less than the replacement level of 2.1 for all the states in the South India, by 2009. Kerala and Tamil Nadu had the lowest TFRs for India, of 1.7. As a result, population of South India as a percentage of India, is reducing. Also in absolute numbers, the population numbers of South India, are stabilizing, and perhaps shrinking over the long term. The largest linguistic groups in South India include the Telugus, Tamils, Kannadigas, and Malayalis. About 80% of South Indians follow Hinduism. Islam has the second highest number of followers in the region, with 11%, while 8% follow Christianity. Kerala has the highest number of Christians, of all the states in the Indian Union. As per the 2001 census, Kerala had 6,057,427 Christians, which constituted around one-fourth of all Christians in India, which was estimated to be 24,080,016. Kerala is particularly noted for St. Thomas Christians. The average literacy rate of South India is approximately 73%, considerably higher than the Indian national average of 60%. Kerala leads the nation with a literacy rate of 93.91%. The sex ratio in South India is fairly equable at 997. Kerala is the only state in India with a favourable sex ratio of 1,083 women per 1,000 men. The population density of the region is approximately 463. Scheduled castes and tribes form 18% of the population of the region. Agriculture is the major employer in the region. 47.5% of the population is involved in agrarian activities. About 60% of the population lives in permanent housing structures. 67.8% of South India has access to tap water. Wells and springs are other major forms of water supply. The languages of South India are the Dravidian, represented by Tamil, Kannada, Telugu and Malayalam, besides Gondi and other minor dialects, and the Austroasiatic by the Munda languages. South India's predominant language family is Dravidian, a family of approximately 73 languages spoken in South Asia. The States Reorganisation Act of 1956 divided states in India along linguistic lines and led to the creation of separate states of Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu in areas where Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam and Tamil respectively were dominant. Tamil, Telugu, Kannada and Malayalam, the 4 major Dravidian languages, have been granted classical language status by the government. In the 2001 census, Telugu had the third largest base of native speakers in India, after Hindi and Bengali. Tamil had the fourth largest base of native speakers in India. Kannada has about 44 million native speakers, while Malayalam, which has 33 million native speakers, was accorded the status of classical language in 2013. Each of these languages is listed as an official language of India, per the Official Languages Act. Urdu is spoken by over half of the 25 million Muslims in southern India. Muslims in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka speak a dialect of Urdu called Dakhni, while some in the Dakshina Kannada region of Karnataka and regions in Kerala speak Beri Bhash. Both Dakhni and Beri Bhash are influenced by other South Indian languages. Dakhni still uses much of its old Urdu vocabulary that influenced by Persian and Arabic to large extent, words like ashna, friend, kufal, lock, al, first, efforth, trouble, etc. Tulu, a Dravidian language prevalent in coastal Kerala and Karnataka, is spoken by about 1.5 million people in the region, while Konkani, an Indo-Aryan language, is spoken by over 500,000 people in the region. English is also widely spoken in urban areas of South India. Economy. India's economy after independence in 1947 conformed to a socialist framework, with strict governmental control over private sector participation, foreign trade and foreign direct investment. Through 1960–1990, South Indian economies experienced mixed economic growth. In the 1960s, Kerala achieved above-average economic growth, while Andhra Pradesh's economy declined during this period. Similarly, Kerala experienced economic decline in the 1970s while the economies of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka consistently exceeded national average growth rates after 1970. Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka were noted by some to be more reform-oriented in terms of economic policy when compared to other Indian states. Over the last decade South India has grown at 8% annually. Future economic growth will be shackled by relatively low proportion of active age population to the number of dependents. Over 48% of South India's population is engaged in agriculture, which is largely dependent on seasonal monsoons. Some of the main crops cultivated in South India include paddy, sorghum, pearl millet, pulses, sugarcane, cotton, chili, and ragi. Maca, coffee, tea, vanilla, rubber, pepper, tapioca, and cardamom are cultivated on the hills, while coconut grows in abundance in coastal areas. Andhra Pradesh is the largest producer of rice in India, while Karnataka produces 70% of India's coffee. Frequent droughts in northern Karnataka, Rayalaseema and Telangana have left farmers debt-ridden, forcing them to sell their livestock and sometimes even to commit suicide. The region also suffers from water scarcity, especially during summer. Since the liberalization of the Indian economy, South India has seen a decrease in revenue from agriculture and agriculture-related services. Traditionally, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu have been home to large, public sector industries, with both states posting above-average growth rates in this sector following economic liberalization. Hyderabad, Bengaluru and Chennai, the IT hubs of India, are home to software giants. Bengaluru, also known as the Silicon Valley of India, hosts majority of the IT companies of the world. Chennai, the Detroit of South Asia, accounts for about 35% of India's overall automotive components, while the registered headquarters of 39% of all central PSUs in South India are located in Karnataka and 25% each in Tamil Nadu and Telangana. Additionally, the growth of information technology hubs in the region have spurred economic growth and attracted foreign investments and job seekers from other parts of the country. Hyderabad, Bengaluru and Chennai, the IT hubs of India, are home to software giants. In fiscal 2006–2007, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka attracted the third and fourth highest total FDI approvals in India, respectively, totaling to over 417 billion. Software exports from South India grossed over 640 billion in fiscal 2005–06. Politics. Politics in South India is dominated by a mix of regional parties and larger national political parties like the Indian National Congress, the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Communist Party of India. With the exclusion of Karnataka, each state has at least two parties dominating politics in that state. The politics of Karnataka is dominated by three major political parties, the Indian National Congress, the Janata Dal and the Bharatiya Janata Party. The Indian National Congress is in power in the state since May 2013. Sitaramaiah Incorporated is the current chief minister. The Janata Dal has been far more successful in Karnataka than it has been in national politics. National political parties such as the BJP and Incorporated have experienced more comparative success in Karnataka than they have in other states of South India. Karnataka's political environment is dominated by two rival caste groups, the Vocaligas and the Lingaites. Karnataka consists of 28 parliamentary constituencies from which 28 members of parliament get elected to the Lok Sabha. Several politicians and bureaucrats from Karnataka have served at the centre at various times in different capacities. Deve Gowda, who hails from Hassan, served as the Prime Minister of India in 1996. C.K. Jaffer Sharif from Bengaluru is a veteran congressman and 9-time MP and former Minister of Railways of Government of India. B.D. Jatti from BJP served as the Vice President and also as acting President in the past. S. Nijalingappa was Congress I President. Pre-independence politics in the Madras Presidency was dominated by the Justice Party and the Indian National Congress. The Justice Party was formed in 1917 to represent the interest of non-Brahmins, petitioning the imperial administrative bodies and British politicians for more representation for non-Brahmins in administration and in the government. When the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms started allowing elected representatives to take part in governance, the Justice Party took part and won its first direct elections in 1920. During the pre-war period, up to 1937, the Justice Party was in power for 13 out of the 17 years. It was the main political alternative to the nationalist Indian National Congress in the Madras Presidency, up to the beginning of the Second World War. The Indian National Congress swept to power in the Madras Presidency Legislative Assembly election, 1937, under the leadership of C. Rajagopalachari. Faraya Ramasamy, who started the Dravidian movement, was elected leader of the Justice Party in 1938. In 1944, Faraya, who had started the self-respect movement, transformed the party into a social organization, renaming the party Dravida Kazhagam, and withdrew from electoral politics. The initial aim was the secession of Dravida Nad from the rest of India on independence. Following independence from British rule in 1947, Faraya strongly believed that the party should not participate in elections in the newly created Indian Republic, something his closest followers disagreed with. In 1948, C. N. Annadurai, a follower of Faraya and a joint secretary of Dravida Kazhagam, parted ways with Faraya to form the Dravida Muntra Kazhagam political party. The anti-Hindi agitations of Tamil Nadu led to the rise of the DMK, which formed its first government in 1967, inaugurating the Dravidian era of Tamil Nadu politics. Dravidian parties have been ruling the state since these elections. In 1972, a split in the DMK resulted in the formation of the All India Anna Dravida Muntra Kazhagam, led by M. G. Ramachandran. Dravidian parties continue to dominate Tamil Nadu electoral politics, with the national parties, usually aligned as junior partners to the major Dravidian parties, AIADMK and DMK. These Dravidian politics incorporates elements of Tamil nationalism and seem to have struck root only in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has also contributed to a number of Indian presidents. The list would include C. Rajagopalachari, the first Indian Governor-General of India, post-independence of 1947, Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, the first Indian Vice President and President during a tumultuous period of 1962 to 1967, which saw 3 Prime Ministers, 2 wars and the anti-Hindi agitation in Tamil Nadu, R. Venkataraman, who had the unique distinction of working with 4 Prime Ministers, during his term from 1987 to 1992, and APJ Abdul Kalam, the first Indian scientist to be elected as a president. Prominent politicians from Tamil Nadu who have influenced national politics include K. Kamaraj, who was credited to being a kingmaker, who ensured the selection of Prime Ministers Lal Bahadur Shastri and Indira Gandhi, and Kadambaram Subramaniam, who is credited with the political leadership of the Green Revolution, which led to self-sufficiency in food production in India, during the decades of the 1960s-1970s. Former Telugu actor Nandamuri Taraka Rama Rao broke the dominance of the Incorporated in Andhra Pradesh politics. NTR successfully challenged the incorporated supremacy in the state and his party was voted into power a total of 4 times. In 1996, a year after winning the state assembly election by a landslide, a dispute between NTR, his wife Lakshmi Parvati and his immediate family resulted in a split in the TDP. Concerned over undue influence over NTR and his policies, the bulk of the party favoured the family under the leadership of NTR's son-in-law, N. Chandrababu Naidu, who later became Chief Minister of the state. At present, Incorporated and TDP are the major political contenders in the state. Prominent leaders from Andhra Pradesh who left their mark on Indian national politics would include V.V. Giri, the first president to be voted as a dissident candidate in 1969, and his opponent Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, the only president to be elected unopposed in 1977. P.V. Narasimha Rao, the Prime Minister from 1991 to 1996, is credited with introducing the current policies of economic liberalisation in India. Kerala hosts 2 major political alliances, the United Democratic Front and the Left Democratic Front. Kerala numbers among India's most left-wing states. An interesting phenomenon of Kerala politics is the alternate election of Congress and the Communists to power. EMS Namboodiripad, the first elected Chief Minister of Kerala, in 1957, is sometimes credited as being the leader of the first democratically elected communist government in the world. He is credited with building the Communist Party of India into a major political force. K. Narayanan was the first Malayali and the first Dalit to be elected to the post of president in 1997. Culture and heritage. According to some experts, the Weltanchowang of South Indians is essentially the celebration of the eternal universe through the celebration of the beauty of the body, and motherhood, which is exemplified through their dance, clothing, and sculptures. South Indian women traditionally wear the sari while the men wear either a white paincha or a colourful lungi with typical batik patterns. Rice is the staple diet, while fish is an integral component of coastal South Indian meals. Coconut is an important ingredient in Kerala, whereas Andhra Pradesh cuisine is characterised by pickles and spicy curries. Hyderabadi cuisine, a legacy of the past, is popular for its biryani. Dosa, idli, Uttapam are popular throughout the region. There are large coffee estates in southern Karnataka and parts of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. The traditional music of South India is known as Carnatic music, which includes rhythmic and structured music by composers like Purandara, Kanaka Dasa, Tyagaya, and Namacharya, Bhakta Ramadesu, Muthuswami Dikshtar, Shyama Shastri, Kshetraya, Subbaraya Shastri, Misal Vasudevasha and Swathi Tharunal. The contemporary singer Dr. K. J. Yasudas is a cultural ambassador of Carnatic music. Thayara Bhaktavathsalam is a cultural ambassador of Carnatic instrumentals. The motion picture industry has emerged as an important platform in South India, over the years portraying the cultural changes, trends, aspirations and developments experienced by its people. Some movie classics like Namakku Pakkan Munthi Pukal by Padmarajan, Adi Shankara by director G.V. Iyer, and Paramthakan by Ajayan have gained worldwide acclaim. When it comes to cinema, due to the difference in languages compared to northern India, Bollywood does not have much of an audience in the region. Rather, films in the language native to each state are dominant. This includes Tamil cinema, Telugu cinema, Kannada cinema and Malayalam cinema. South India is home to several distinct dance forms: the Kudayattam, Puratanityam, Kuchipudi, Vilasini Nityam, Kathakali, Yakshagana, Theayam, Ottamthalal, Margamkali, Apana, Karalanottanam and Mohaniyattam. The earliest epigraphic record of the Telugu language dates to the late 6th century CE. However, there have been proposals of traces of Telugu recorded before that date. Some Telugu words appear in the Maharashtra Prakrit anthology of poems collected by the 1st century BCE Satyavahana king Hala. South India has an independent literary tradition going back over 2500 years. The first known literature of South India are the poetic sanjams, which were written in Tamil between 2500 to 2100 years ago. These include the oldest South Indian epics of Silapatika Ram and Manamkalai written in Tamil. Tamil Buddhist commentators of the 10th century CE Namrinatham make references to Kannada literature of the 4th century CE. Distinct Malayalam and Telugu literary traditions developed in the following centuries. South India has two distinct styles of rock architecture, the pure Dravida style of Tamil Nadu and the Vesara style present in Karnataka. The inspirational temple sculptures of Sriranjam, Kadambaram, Kankipuram, Mahabalipuram, Thiruvannamalai, Tanjore, Madurai, Rameswaram, Srikalahasti, Tirupati, Hampi, Badami, Bhattiprolu, Simhachalam, Pattadakal, Ehol, Bella, Hailbaidu, Lakandi, Shravanabelagola, and the mural paintings of Travancore and Lepakshai temples, also stand as a testament to South Indian culture. The paintings of Raja Ravi Varma are considered classic renditions of many scenes of South Indian life and mythology. The temple at Sriranjam is the largest functioning Hindu temple in the world, while Rameswaram is considered as one of the holiest temple in India. The main spiritual traditions of South India include both Shaivite and Vaishnavite branches of Hinduism, although Buddhist and Jain philosophies had been influential several centuries earlier. Shravanabelagola in Karnataka is a popular pilgrimage centre for Jains. Annavasi is spread significantly across the southern parts of South India. Its followers are more densely populated in South Tamil Nadu and Kerala. There is a large Muslim community in South India, particularly in the Malabar coast, which can trace its roots to the ancient maritime trade between Kerala and Omanis and other Arabs. The Muslims in Kerala of Arab descent are called Jonaka Mapila. Christianity has flourished in coastal South India from the times of St. Thomas the Apostle, who came to Kerala in 52 and established the Syrian Christian tradition today called as St. Thomas Christians or Nisrani Mapila. Kerala is also home to one of the oldest Jewish communities in the world. They are supposed to have arrived in the Malabar coast during the time of King Solomon. The Jews from Kerala are called Uttamapila or Cochin Jews. The oldest surviving Jewish synagogue in the Commonwealth of Nations is the Paradisi Synagogue in Kochi, Kerala. The cities of South India are home to the Anglo-Indian community. The Eurasian descendants of the Europeans are Euro-Portuguese, Dutch, British, Danish and French Euro, who had acquired territory in peninsular India. See also: North India, Northeast India, West India, East India, Central India, East India Company. Notes. References and bibliography. External links: South India Travel Guide from Vaigai Voyage, South India at DMOZ.